Yesterday we trembled, but today we must feel free to dance Owambe. I invite us all to live the truth of the hackneyed saying that honor is due to him who deserves it. We are gathered here today as a great party because one man's political wisdom made it possible. The man to whom this great honor is due is no other than the great national leader of our great party, President Muhammadu Buhari. On your behalf, it is my honor and privilege to very warmly and specially welcome this great son of Nigeria to this extraordinary emergency meeting of the NEC. I salute you, Mr. President. Some of us may have forgotten that in the weeks leading to our just concluded National Convention, half-baked analysis and outright hostile and uninformed predictions over the fate of our party became a national pastime among some of our elites. They predicted doom, but the sun shone brightly over the party. They predicted that the APC would implode. It did not. They predicted that our party would emerge tattered and as a shadow of its former self. It did not. The one man who saved our party and forced the doomsayers to munch their own words was President Muhammadu Buhari. I do not think we can thank or even appreciate him enough, but I'm sure he will be content with these 4 words of gratitude from the bottom of the hearts of our party men and women. Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President made history as the first man to be elected and re-elected as president on the platform of All Progressive Party. Even his worst critics will agree that he has done his best for the party. He nurtured it from an amalgam of political parties with different ideologies into a formidable united political family, the biggest in Africa today. He has done this. He has done his best for the party. We too must do ours so that the labor of the hero of our party will not be in vain. This extraordinary emergency meeting of the NEC became necessary because of the circumstances leading to the delayed convention of our party. It is meant to kill a couple of birds with one stone. Firstly, for the NWC to have its first meeting with the NEC and appraise itself vis-a-vis the need for it to begin the delicate process of reinventing and repositioning itself. And secondly, to begin the process of winning the 2023 general election. We have some bridges to cross along the way. The NWC must plan to succeed. Failure is not an option. Earlier, I said that having weathered the storm, we can now dance Owambe. But I caution that we must dance it small, small. The task before us is much more than a task. It is a burden. It is our duty to shoulder it, even if we have to borrow strong shoulders from Atlas. But I trust we have strong shoulders to bear it. This is not a physical burden. It is a moral burden of leadership, the most complicated form of leadership, thrust by the divine upon all those who lead human beings gathered in communities, political parties, and nations. As we see it, this burden has 2 critical parts to it. The first part is the full and complete unity of the party. The second is winning the 2023 general elections. How we handle the first will determine how we achieve the second. We must take urgent and determined steps now to comprehensively unite our party at all levels, federal, state, local government, and wards. The political party emerging, as our party did, from its recent challenges, must submit itself to one soul-searching in order to know its faults and avoid essential errors of the head or the heart, now and in the future. And two, begin the process of banishing its image as a new party forged from the crucibles of its past and immediate experiences. The lack of unity in our party at all levels is obvious to all of us. None of us can pretend to be unaware of this and the threat it poses to the party. It was in an effort to unite the party at all levels that the former caretaker Extraordinary Convention Planning Committee found it necessary to appoint a reconciliation committee to undertake this critical task to save the party. I recall Mr. President warning to us not to be unmindful of what happened to PDP in 2013-2014. Our party is not immune to a similar fate should it allow itself to be factionalized and weakened by grievances that force the leaders and the members to pull in different directions. I was privileged to chair the Reconciliation Committee. I came away with the assignment fully conversant with the role of egos and self-pride in the affairs of the party. I confess that it was not an easy task. The grievances were deep, with hardened positions constituting obstacles to our efforts at reconciliation. The problem, really, is a battle of supremacy between the serving state governors and their predecessors in office. It is a crisis fueled by ego. Someone wrote a book called Ego is the Enemy. I can't agree more. Ego has widened the gulf between the serving and former governors. Ego has turned them into bitter enemies. Because of ego, the two groups are pulling our party in different directions in a manner that constitutes an existential threat to its victory at the polls next year. The serving governors and the former governors are powerful men, each of whom can boast of a large number of followers in their various states. It is said that when two elephants fight, the grass suffers. Similarly, when two powerful groups of politicians fight, the party suffers because it is trampled up underfoot by rich and powerful men. We cannot let this continue because it constitutes clear and obvious danger to our party.